Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmines with my Benz, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop.
Oh, shit. Welcome back, everybody. All right. Richard jumped the gun a little on me here. But, been a while. Had a good time in Vegas. Fighting off a little sinus infection since I've been back. Don't worry. No COVID whatsoever. We're good on that front. But, man, have I had some serious sinus pain. It just feels like somebody's smashing me in the face with a bat half the day. But we're okay, though. We're feeling good. On the docket, you guys saw there's that little ad there coming up. Richard went out of his way, got permission from Meals on Wheels so we could use their logos. So we got a lot of stuff coming this week, so pay attention for that. Otherwise, tonight I'm going to focus on to start the day. I like to pick a topic that I see in Golden Tee Fan or on one of the boards, somebody asking about something that we could definitely take a look into. And today's big thing was the A1's and C3's. And I want to make sure that everybody understands it a little better. It's a tough shot to perfect now. And I'll go through why it's different now and why it was better before, worse before, yada, 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 and go through. Now, and generally it's not about it registering right. It's generally how you're hitting it. So Tom will definitely take a look into that, and hopefully we get you a couple tips to maximize it. Now I also want to catch up and take the lead in events tonight too. It's funny because in our suite in Vegas, all of the games that Luna scores, he got his games up. We started every one of those games together, and I was so messed up that I think I made it past hole 5 like one time. So it was just me DNFing, him playing out. He got a couple one-betters and a few clean rounds. So I just couldn't hit the ball. I'm telling him exactly what to hit and going through on all the shots, and he's just able to do it, and I couldn't even hit the trackball, man. I was all over the place. But this event has been kind of fun. Oh, that was a ball whiff. That's the first swing of the day. Oh, well. I'm just warming up. So actually what we'll do is I'll go to the events after this. I was just going to play a warm-up game, but then got stuck doing some other stuff. So what we'll do is we're going to go take a look. I'm just going to pull up casual play. It won't matter what clubs or balls that we're using. We're just looking for numbers to register. I'd also use this technique if I'm ever at home trying to work on chushing, let's say. Because it really doesn't matter where you're going and aiming for. You're just looking for when you're trying to chush that I can hit it straight and hit a consistent number every time. That's really all I'm looking for when I'm chushing. Well, let's just find something with an open one. It's not really that important, but I'd like something long and open. That's what she said. Now, okay, so let's just we'll talk about theory first, okay? And I'm sure Richard could do this, but if he'll pull up the trackball graphic that he's got, it should be in his list here somewhere. And we can kind of see what we're looking at with the overlay of the trackball graphic. He'll know this better. There, he's good. He is good. Oh, he just showed me something. Okay, so this is the trackball with no top on it, but lined up the way it's lined up when it's in your machine. Now, when we look at a couple of things here, we notice that it's not symmetrical for the layout. Okay, you have a roller going from the 1 to the 3, the 1 to the A, and one from the B to the choose club about. What this means is that hitting to the 1 and hitting to the 3 are two very different shots. Okay, now one of the problems here is if I'm hitting to the 1, it's always staying on 3 points of contact, so I'm pretty much going to I'm never going to be worried about it jumping a roller and going anywhere else. The ball's going to hold very well there. So if I hit to the left, it's going to read perfectly. Hitting to the right, if you look, I'm actually going parallel with one of the rollers, and which means that I don't have anything holding it in place going that direction. So you kind of have to make your hits do that for you. It's the same reason why some people have a problem getting the ball out to the right when they're aiming and thumbing, or even when you have people that putt without pulling back and they're trying to palm putt and throw it out right, they'll find that the ball goes a lot straighter than what they're intending to. And it's just all because of that layout of the trackball right there. That's it. Now, the question there was, now, C3's, spinnies, like where you get it back, get the ball spinning. Okay, there's two parts to those, why people did it and why they can be better off doing it. One, a C3 spinny and an A1 spinny is no different than just hitting an A1 or a C3. But what it does is when I'm spinning it directionally, it allows me to keep contact on that roller and less likely for it to jump off. A1s, you'll notice, not as big of a problem, but the other part of it does matter. So now let's think, use a little math behind this and a little bit of physics. Okay. Let's say that my max swing forward, right? My personal, not what the game limits me to. Let's say that the perfect swing forward I hit, going straight to the tip of the 2, is exactly the max of what GoldenTeeTV allows at 142. Okay? Cool. Now, take that same force and aim 45 degrees off to either direction. What happens? You lose half of your forward swing going directionally. So technically, somebody that can't hit higher than that 142 number and doesn't have higher than what the max gives you would never be able to max out going to the 1 or to the 3, because part of your forward swing is going directionally. That's where the original spinnies came into play, because when I have the ball going a certain direction prior to hitting it forward, so if I'm spinning it to the A, right? When I come through, I don't need to hit it fully 45 degrees out. I can hit it slightly inside of the 1 or maybe halfway in between the 1 or the 2. And the force of the spin moving the ball back into the left is actually helping me still get it all the way out to the direction, but then I'm not losing the full force of my swing going sideways. So now I'm hitting it 22.5 degrees to the left, but I'm still getting I'm still getting it to go all the way because of the spinning on it. Now, it's great. It works. It works very well in theory. And those two things combined together make good sense, because it allows you to keep the ball contacting the rollers, and it also allows you to not have to hit fully out directionally to do it. Now this was all before a change. When we got this is going to go into some other stuff that you might not have even known about if you didn't know GoldenTeeTV for a very long time. But forever we had something that we called the 120 glitch, right? And it just meant that even though you hit a ball perfectly straight or you hit it straight forward, there were certain times in certain parts of the swing that caused that ball to read 120s rather than 140s. Now, it was happening even before we saw the shot meter. So that name of it really isn't a great name for it, but everybody understands what we're talking about. It was just a glitch that took off a lot of your forward swing on it. It actually made the ball play as if, even though it had your cut on it correctly, but it made it play as if you didn't have a pullback. And when you don't have a pullback, you're losing about 20% of your speed that you can max out at. Now, once that got fixed, and the fix was simply this, it was to force the game to take 2 forward swing readings. And it was a patchwork fix, didn't realize the unintended consequences behind it. But the unintended consequence was this. It made C3's and A1's a lot harder to get out to max speeds and to hit them consistent. And that's because now it's taking 2 readings on that forward swing. So if you happen to be hitting it way outside of the 3 or the 1, it's not reading it right away. It's got to wait for the ball to come back to the middle a bit before it takes a reading. Add that where it's doing it twice now, and in that time, the miles per hour has dipped. I hope that makes sense to you. But going way outside of the 3 or outside of the 1 towards the choose club is actually going to lower your reading on the speed that you can hit, because it's never taking that reading until it gets back to the middle. On the converse of that, if you hit it too hard, it's not reading until it comes back down some too. So before, where the A1's and C3's to me were a full-on hammer, because it would max out on that one reading that it would get rather than waiting for a second one, it would max out. So it would just take it and run with it. But now, since the game's forced to take 2 readings on the front string in order to fix the other problem, the unintended consequence is that you're not going to get that max reading to the 1 or the 3 unless now it's a more of a touch shot, meaning you're not overhitting it like I used to be able to. I mean, myself, Stu Fox, we could hammer through it and get 158s every time before. It's rare to get to 158. So when you're looking at A1's and C3's, there's all sorts of factors to it. Well, exactly, Herb. Now, there's some benefits too, because if you think about it, a difference between a 141 getting it full C3 and a 158 getting it full C3, it's really not that much. The arc will go out a little farther. The curve will be the same. So, I mean, you're going to go a bit longer. It's not that much of a difference, though. But you'll find that when you're hitting these, that it's going to be more of a touch shot. So we'll just hit a couple here and show you what I mean. So, okay, I'll work C3's on this. A1's, most people won't have as much problems with based off of the physics and the design of the ball that we walk through. We'll hit a couple. Now, one of the things that I found, and I'm not sure where these two things come together, if you can keep the ball closer to the tip of the C, it seems to be able to allow you to have more play on the forward swing as well. And in case nobody read that or saw what we did in testing before, there is the max outside you can pull the trackball back is the tip, the very tip of the A and the very tip of the C, right? Anywhere outside of that means absolutely nothing to the pullback. And you can kind of prove that if you go back and watch a YouTube replay where you see a shot meter on it. If you look at those, anybody that's, let's say, playing a full, meaning they're pulling it full directionally, hitting it straight kind of thing, their replay will always read the tip of the C or the tip of the A. And it makes perfect sense. So what we're seeing on our screen with the trackball meter that comes up is it's reading off the ball. It's what the game sees off the ball instantaneously right then. But when you watch a YouTube replay in the future, IT isn't uploading my shot. They're taking the shot data, the metadata from the shot, taking it to their server, recreating it, and uploading it. Well, when they see the metadata is only reading what the theoretical maxes are from their game. So it doesn't show the full flat C pull, the full flat A pull. It will show a full directional to the C or to the tip of the A. And that's the proof. Plus, I also did some proving on it before where we did some 4 straight shots, hit max distances. I pulled a choose club, pulled halfway, pulled to the tip of the C, and they all landed the exact same place. So try to get more precise with it. And it also means a lot to it, too, knowing that you can't go outside of the A or the C, even though you can. It looks like you can, but it's not reading anything out that way. It also means that my pullback has to be a lot more precise than we had originally had thought. Because if I thought I had those increments all between choose clubs, that's 180 degrees. Between the A and the C is only 90 degrees. It means that I only have a finer this much instead of this much angles to adjust my pullback. So it's a lot more fine-tuned than you think. But let's take a look. We'll hit a couple C3's in a row here and see what we end up with. So this one, I'm going to just pull back to the C. I'm not going to hit a spinner, and I'm going to try to get it out to the 3 as far as I can and get a big number. We'll see how close we can get. Now, see that one there? I popped it pretty good, and it still only read 2. It only read 2.5, right? Let's try it again. It's hard to get it out there, right? I mean, these are the experiences that a lot of you guys are. Tom, this is what you were seeing. It's so weird, too, because I rarely hit C3's that I don't hit spinners. And you see how I can't get it out to that way very easily. That's all trackball design, right? Now, this one, watch, I'll hit a spinner on it. And I'm actually going to move my computer over because I'm getting really damn close to hitting the keyboard. This time I'll hit a spinner. Now, when I'm hitting my spinners, it really doesn't matter where you spin it to the C because all you're doing is getting the trackball moving right already. It doesn't really matter. And the C's, you don't have any extra problem with it. I'll show you the A's in a minute, and the A's, you can have an extra problem with it because of the design of the trackball. So we'll hit the spinner this time. And look at it. All the way, I mean, no difference in how hard I hit it. But notice how far out I got that too. Now, is that a good thing necessarily? Probably not. But you'll be able to work on those and get corrected with what you were having problems with. So flat C. And you can get it out way easier, right? And if you notice, I'm not hammering these that hard at all. Now, if we look at A1's, let's say, A1's you won't have as much of an issue, right? And that's mainly because of the trackball design. I got that almost all the way out. So do you need to hit spinnies on A1's? Not really. You don't really need to. And I'll tell you this: one of the people I played with quite a bit back in the day, back when he worked for IT, and he had this discussion with me quite a bit. But Steve Sobey, before we had shot meters and could see everything that we're looking at, the man never hit spinnies, right? Especially on A1s, he did not hit spinnies. C3's, though, a different animal altogether. Because as we see with the design of the ball, it makes it hard to get it out. But let's look at, we'll do an A1 again here with we'll not spinny this. And no, I'm 153. Now I'm keeping it inside of the one a bit there because I'm scared with the look of that. Well, here, we can just leave it right here. It really doesn't matter what we're looking at. I mean, A's are so much easier. Your A1s are such an easier shot than a C3. And that's for everybody, guys. It really is. Hey, Mike, how you doing? We'll do another one here. It's just hard to get it out to the right, and it's not necessarily you, it's trackball design. Now, the purpose of spinnies now, it's not adding distance, obviously. We can see that already. You guys can just see already the fact that it just made it way easier to get out. No spinning on the C here. And I got it out that time, but in order to get it to the 3, I had to take off some on it. Now, if I do the same shot with a spinny, it's night and day, right? You can see this clear as day. Now the spinny part of it, since it is moving it a little bit directionally when you're doing that as well, you're just going to keep your aim a little bit inside of where you're playing to. And then speed will also come into play too. You don't have to hit them very hard to do it either. So, Chad, the numbers go like this. If we're ever looking at the trackball meter, okay, there's a couple parts to it. Once you pull back the swing, right? Doesn't matter which way I pull it back, anywhere at all. That gives me my theoretical maxes, right? So any pullback on any shot will allow me to hit straight to the tip of the 2 at 142. It allows me to hit out to the 1s and the 3s. It goes up to about 158. And that's it. It's not about, it is 158. But it can be slightly inside the 1s or the 3s. What you find out, though, is that that number is kind of a myth because it's not actually going any farther because you have the number higher those directions. It's just the number goes up because there's some multiplier on it. As it gets away from the 2, there's a multiplier on it that makes it go higher. Doesn't change the distance. And that's meaning that, let's go back to the start of this real quick. Let's go. Let's ball get back a bit. Let's see if I can't get all the way back. It's going to be hard to explain what I'm saying here. But on a dead straight shot, your max speed is 142, right? And that went 143 because I didn't hit it dead straight to the tip of the 2. But if I hit that ball dead straight, the max can be is 142. Out to the 1s or the 3s with any pullback on it, it's 158. That I just didn't get out enough to the left, but you can see the number went way higher. It's just a view thing, right? It's not changing anything. It was because when people would hit, when they first had the shot meter come up, that number when people hit to the 1s or the 3s, it went way down. And they didn't want it to look like you're hitting that much weak. Actually, Richard, it's not on here. Let me power this bad boy up somehow. I can't see. Uh-oh, hang on a second. Let me see if I can get off that menu. Oh, it went off. Good. That's not terrible. He's got something to work with there. All right, so he's doing some editing of it. We got an overhead cam too, just so you can see a little better. But, and that's it, Chad. That's really it. I mean, and I don't want to hear people a new trackball. I'll still be able to hit the max distances. It's just not going to be as accurate, and it hurts my hand a little bit more because there's no groove, so everything bounces around. Is a lot stiffer. Bearings are stiffer. All those goodies with it. But your theoretical maxes are any pullback. Once you have a pullback, forget where you're going with the pullback. If there's a pullback, 142 straight, 158 out to the 1s or the 3s, and then anywhere, and it'll drop down incrementally going between the 1s or the 3s back to the 2. Now, hopefully, with what we're talking about here, does that answer? It was really, I think, Tom's question to start with. But hopefully that's an understanding there. Now, one of the things with the 120 after the 120 glitch got fixed, I used to literally hit my A1's and my C3's as hard as I possibly could. I mean, you'd hear it through the room, and I mean, it was. I gotten the reputation of being a big dumb animal because of things like that. you had to have, you can't hit it as hard as you can anymore if you're hitting it very hard, because as it gets outside of the limits of the game, it has to come back down and read twice then. Before it would get that number, take it, and move on, right? It would have just the one number reading the direction that you hit. Now, since there's two numbers, you need to keep it in that area so it can read the range right. Which is why getting a 158 is so much harder now. Because, I mean, you have to be right in that area where it reads the initial part and hasn't slowed down much and reads the second part of it right away, too. That's a bit more information than most people would ever need with this, but it gives you an idea as to why things are the way you are. We were actually, a lot of us were having this chat. We were having this chat in Vegas in our suite this weekend. Oh, okay. Well, so Chris, that's just simply, if we go back to the beginning of the video and look at the overlay of the trackball, it's just simply this. It's the way that the friction, when you're pulling back toward the A, this roller here between the choose club and the B ends up spinning the ball back forward. That's it. So when you combine, and the physics wise, I'm not quite sure, but all of these end up, when they're all in combination, it ends up moving the ball back forward when you're pulling back. So if I go to A, it comes back down. If I go to C, it doesn't. And that's just simply it. It's just simply because of the design of the trackball. It also goes to now, when you see that A1's and C3's are really are the C3's are really the only one that you ever really should need a spinny on. But that's because I'm right-handed for one, and two, the design of the trackball. So it's harder for me to get that angle right without having a little help. This way, it's easy. I just come across my body and I can lay into it pretty good. And as we saw there, though, if you were just generally watching off the tee, there wasn't that big of a difference between even 110 and 155. I wish it was more consistent than it was now, but I will take the way it is right now than randomly having straight shots that I know I hit well go 75% of the distance that I'm expecting. This way, I know what I'm getting. I know what I'm getting almost every shot that I hit. I hope that makes sense to everybody. If you're really still having issues with it, be sure to reach out. I could probably try to explain it a bit better. But go into casual mode and F around with this a bit. You'll start seeing it and you start feeling it too. And then you're going to figure out your technique, where you want to hit it on the ball, what speed you want to pop it at, how much you want to keep the ball spinning when you hit it, those kind of things. That'll all be more of an internal discussion that you'll have with yourself. If I was sitting there watching you too, I might have a couple good tips for you as well. But for the most part, once you start playing with it, it's going to be on you to correct, once you know what to do. All right, so I'm going to pop into events mode now, and we can answer a lot of these questions as they come up through the day. It looks like Restream isn't giving me a viewer count right now, so I feel like I'm talking to nobody. I know you guys are here, though, so keep me intrigued. I mean, the numbers kept me intrigued most of the time, so make sure, keep active in the chat tonight. I don't want to get bored quick. And then if you look there, right, 143 was the max I could have hit that, because I went a little bit right of the two. When you hit 142, it's really rare to hit a dead straight shot. So that's why we're talking. Oh, good man. I'm seeing all sorts of different things. When I went over, yeah, it's okay. No, it's just that the bot isn't pulling them in right. I don't want to know. I just want to see. I just want you guys to know. So I need to shoot a one better, and then I should pass Fox and Luna. One betters on this are tough. They're a little tough. Not even just getting to the one better number. It's getting to the one better number and then hoping you stick 17 and that the wind isn't in your face. See, getting to the one better's easy, guys. Yeah, I'm sure he put it down in there. So now I gotta look down and see my belly while I'm hitting sometimes. All right, Vegas was fun. I'm gonna say this from my sense. Congrats to Tickner, Hart, Wangler. I'm not a big casino gambler. It, I mean, it wasn't nearly as fun for me because I don't want to sit in the casino and gamble. Luckily, we had a machine in the suite. I ended up playing a lot of GoldenTeeTV, which I didn't really want to do. But I'm more of go to Vegas, get drunk, sit at a pool, watch shows. Well, it was cold, and all the shows were shut down, so I didn't really get to do my favorite things to do, but we still had a good ass time. Yeah, those guys, I mean, Chet, there definitely is a break-in period. And like I said, I'm not cheap when I hit the ball. I bet if I walked onto your machine, I could pop max numbers on it right away too, though. It takes a bit of breaking in, but that goes back to what I was talking about before. That talks about what I was going back into it before. If you're not my physical max that I could actually hit, if the numbers didn't have, I could probably hit 200s if there wasn't a regulator on it. So since I'm so far above it, I fight through a lot of that shit. It's like people talking about the copper tape affecting you much. Dude, the copper tape, if you could physically hold the rollers, and I could probably hit through and max it out. But that's just me because I mean I don't I kind of manhand this thing a little bit. Hey Neil, how you doing, sir? But as I mean, anything that's not that's like that, it does take some time to wear the bearings in and shit. How do I want to play this? Not like that, I bet. Oh God, that almost dropped. That was bad. This is going to end up being a DNF because I can't. All right, I don't think I can hit this soft enough to get it out and make it. So I'm actually, I gotta get. I'm gonna try to make it off the bank. Right, I mean, most people that I know can hit it farther than the max, the limits on the machine. Oh Christ! All right, so this is a DNF for me now. All because I had one bad, stupid shot. Stupid, stupid. Yeah. This event is it's a frustrating one. All right, let's see what we got. Oh, that down camera actually lined up okay for you guys. Thank you, Richard, for being here and editing that up. This is the home edition events there, Jordan. How you doing, bud? All right, we're going to try to get muscle through this and get it there with no high T. Ah! Now, when you're going for these max numbers, too, remember that the forward swing, the max number. Um, so what one in your sister? Well, the only time I played super spin clubs is back when closest to the pin was a hole in one contest, or back before. I mean, back in the day, like Tahiti's year, I played the super spin clubs while playing streaks. I'm of the firm belief that streaks actually gained some spin over the years. You used to not be able to stop those at all with irons. And now they stop pretty decent. It's not just stouts that they've made the game easier with every ball, to be perfectly honest with you. Well, go ahead, get it, Jordan, my man. But I mean, if you're like, I mean, I'll hit that number. I'll hit into the 140s anytime I need. Now my putting since I've been back has been absolute garbage. But I like I said, I've got some pressure shit going on right now that nothing's feeling right. Is it though? Because stock still stops them the same. So this yeah, I'll probably end up winning the event, but it's not going to be very problem. I mean, I probably DNF 30 games in a row with playing with Luna when he got his numbers up. And literally, it was like 30 games after hole 2. Dude, I was bad. I was not in a healthy way. I mean, during that, I think Mike Yeager and I played for 24 hours straight. And I think my handicap dropped 2 strokes during that day. Oh, one time. I never make this hole. Come on. When I say never, I don't think I've ever aced this in a non-daily type thing. Mike, it was fun. I wish that I had more I could do, like more shows and shit, but it was fun. I didn't go out to gamble a lot. And even the Super Bowl was great watching it with a bunch of friends. But we could have all watched it at someone's house other than Vegas. All right, so I got to man up on this with the 5. And I'm backspinning because I'm not making it without anything else. That's a rough setup for my 5-iron. Ah. How do you lie? I explained this hole to Luna pretty easily, right? Okay, so the shot is either a 9.5, pull back, thumb speed at it, or you can hit a 10.5 at it. Your whole key on all of this is not killing the ball because you don't want to fly it. You don't want to fly this. And I hit the fat part on the left. Shit. Let's see if we can get there. Lots of DNFing, but it's the theme is flying high, but the only thing we can come up with is all the tee boxes are all of the pins are higher than the tee boxes. Now there's a couple holes that it changes on, so that's not always true. What time? The forward goes too high. You mean on the drivable par 5 glacier? No, forward's not a play. You could hit a 3-wood around the left with a cut shot, but the problem is if it hits high, if it hit it a little too hard and it doesn't hit the hill, then it bounces way off. And if you hit it too soft that it hits the hill, it'll bounce back off and go in the water. The shots are the 10.5 and the 9.5. Know that the 8.5 is never going to be high enough, right? So don't try that. The 8.5 will not get over that first bound. You have to get it higher than the wood fence at the end, and the 8.5 does not get there. Oh, I didn't think that was going in at all. All right, in what regard? So the curve is going to change depending on club, and learning which clubs curve more and which clubs curve less. So, like the 9-wood and the 6-wood is going to curve less than the other clubs. Uh, the 10.5 driver for the woods wise is going to have the biggest amount of curve on it, right? And then when you start going down, your hybrids, the corresponding hybrids, like a 2 hybrid will turn more than a 2 iron. And it generally will go with the turn goes more with the lower lofted club that you have. Okay, see this one here, it's 286, and now it's only about it's about 281. Remember on the old courses, when you move your tee, it doesn't adjust the distance. So I moved this forward about 6 yards, so we're about 280. I'm going to play a little cut. I'm not going to smoke it, but I'm going to hit it decent. And I cut it too much, but this should be good. With the drivers, when you hit that hill with the drivers, it'll kick up almost every time. All right, let's see if I can get past this. They've been really giving me some crap setups here. So my goal here is hit one time, have it shoot towards the hole, maybe go in, but also have it have enough kickback that it could hit the wall and come back and go in on the second bounce off. I didn't cut it enough. Well, we're fine. I'll take the eagle. We're happy to get past this. But Mike, if you guys are playing if you and your buddy are playing, just put it on casual mode. You can see all of the cuts and things right there for all the different clubs. Now, what I want to do on Monday or Wednesday is I want to start charting off all the distances, max theoretical distances you can get. So I'm going to do it in a way I'm going to manipulate the ball in a way so that we can only hit straight shots. So we'll know exactly what a straight shot will get us with these clubs. Hard to do otherwise with C3's and things because it's damn near impossible to mimic them. But you can then get it all figured out on. You can then figure out like your C3's and things on how much difference it's going to be. All right. This hole I never aced for some reason. It's funny. I never aced this hole. Luna was acing it all the time when we were playing. Hey, Gator. Gator don't play no shit. All right, we got 170, 274 in. I'm actually just going to hit this and stick this shot. I don't want to fuck around and mess this one up. If I wanted to make it, I probably needed a 4-wood at that. But it's also, if I wanted to go in the water, the 4-wood would have been the play too. A dead straight shot bite with this 9-wood smooth should be pretty good. Ah! I didn't want to get cute, move that ball up some, because the worst thing I could have done with that 9-wood there would have been to catch the fringe and not get the bite out of it. This kind of sucks too. Am I going to be able to make it with this? I doubt it. But what we'll do is we'll back it up so I can I'm going to hit the bite shot hard so I can get it to come back a little bit, but not like backspin to go off the edge. Par for this setup is 34 under. And it ends the game with 3 really fuck you holes is really what they are. That was really lazy. That was really weak. Oh well. Oh, and you guys are gonna hate me because I showed Luna something on these. So he was playing like on a setup like this. He'd be going with the 6-wood with roll, And I was like, no, drop it back. Get the play on this. Low T, release. You see how much easier that line is to get than the funk with the roll bounce that changes a little bit based off the angle that it's coming in. Right there, I made that wind almost non-existent. Now, will I point as much doing that? Probably not. Will I hole out more? Absolutely. And I think the first time I showed him that, he canned the next 2 times on that hole. Was not pleased. So he might have learned a little something there on that. That was weak as shit too. But I don't care right now. I'm just trying to play this out. Okay, here we go. I showed him this a shot on this too. So I don't ever look at the distance on this shot to be what determines what I'm going to hit. If the pin is way right, I'm going to hit the 10.5 because it will turn more than the 3 wood. And when you hit a shot softer, you can get it to turn a little bit more. So I'm going to full A this with the high T, and I'm going to hit this super soft, probably 95 to 100. And I don't care where it hits. I just need to get it to the right of the middle nub there. And then when it hits that back wall, it actually bounces up into the right. Just like that. If I would have hit a 3 wood there, that ball would have hit to the left of where it was at, and it bounces back left then. And this is the make or break hole right here. So right now I'm just hoping I got a wind in my face. I don't care where the pin is. If it's a wind in my face, the shot's not bad. Pin down at the bottom, wind in my face. This is actually as good of a look as I could have asked for. I can't fly this now. There's no way I'm going over the screen. I just have to hit it hard enough to be on. And then since the pin's in the middle bottom, even if I touch the fringe at the bottom, I could still make the putt. Hey, Mark, how you doing, sir? All right, now, and here's a Richard King favorite hole coming up right now. All right, pins in the back middle. That was so weak, but it was a stick. That's all we needed. Hey, already. That was quick. I got a very familiar setup at the end of that. A very friendly way to finish off this game. Now, the problem here is, though, I think that knocked off a big point game of mine. So I might have just lost the point lead. So I might be down in points now. Oh, no, it probably didn't. No, I would have had to have lost. No, I'm going to be in first now, but by barely amount of points. But if you've noticed, the hole that I've aced the most is that first par 3. And it's because that uphill's not as bad as you think. That 9 wood is a beautiful club for that shot. We'll play it a couple more times just to see what we got. I'm sure I've got a few invites to knock out too. But getting past, I mean, hole 1, it's great that this is hole 1. Yeah, I'll play a temple or two. I'm sure I have a couple. So this is as bad of a setup as I could ask for on this. Yeah, I could high tee this shot and make it there no problem. But I'm going to go long and have a chip, which I'm going to have to make or put in the water. So for me, this shot is, I'm going to try to get it there with the 3 wood high tee and see if I can land it. It should barely get there and hopefully stay on the green because I don't like the chip. And I went a little bit to the fatter part just so it would be a putt no matter what I did. All right, we got it. Good. But I mean, as well as you got for me, I have to get a hole out on these. But I also had to get lucky near the end of that the whole what is it, rattlesnake 11, if that pin is up top and has a double digit outwind, which it will have double digits because it's hole 17 in our setup, you are at a strong risk of it staying, either sticking the green with the 6-wood and having it stay on, but having a 75-foot up 9 putt that you can't get to the hole. When we were doing that break the scoreboard where I got that big number up, I don't know how many times in a row that I stuck that green and the putt couldn't get to the hole. And Mark, I agree on that Moose Landing one too, man. That thing can eat you up sometimes. All right, so we've got the great thing with this 9 being a little bit oversauced is that the oversauced makes up for the uphill on this. I don't even think I need to release this, but I'm gonna. Another one here. I mean, this one isn't really a good ace look ever, unless the pin's at the bottom. I'm gonna just smooth this up. I'm gonna try to one hop it off the hill. I really tough ace. You got to land that one short of the hole. And this is a goofy look for me. But we'll try the 9.5 play here. I don't want to see it again. Scott, how you doing? Joel, you as well? I mean, I barely got that up, but that's good. We're happy with that shot. And that was guys, this year's course, it took me forever to decide to change, but we all played the buzzsaws, so we had the 8.5 driver. But once this course came up, everybody went back to stock or hybrids for this year's course, and I wouldn't do it because I didn't want to give up that 8.5 driver. That hole would be a stroke limit for me, one every 4 games, because when you try to get it with the 3-wood and didn't get it up, you were done for. And mind you, we didn't have tees either, so it was a different animal altogether. This is a bad look. Wow, I thought I hit that good too. All right, make the chip, save it. Oh, all right. Let's go through invites. I'm covered for that for now, and I've played that thing more than I wanted to this week, so we'll just hold on to that and see if we can hold first. Let's see what invites we have out there. I have no idea what I have. I don't think I missed any. What do we got? All right, we got some 2-dayers. What do we see here? Wow, I don't have very many invites. I kept up with it. Let's beat up on Biddy here. We'll go for everything that is possibly there too for this. Meaning, if 16's drivable, I'll go for it. I'm not laying up. We're going for the scores. Oh. Right. This in my life. Wow, it's freaking me out seeing the down camera here with my hands in front of it. But actually, I think now that I'm seeing it live again, as much as the shot meter can describe what we're talking about, I think that camera down might help out a little bit. What do you think, Richard? It's got some benefits to it. I mean, we got the camera mounted for it, so why not, right? Guys, if you got specific courses you want to see, don't hesitate to shoot an invite out, and I'll be happy to play it. Ah, you need to get it up. I see it. Should I bow my shirt, tie it like one of them girls in the 80s? Gotcha. There goes Richard speaking foreign languages on us. Oh, you do? Okay. I remember. The other thing is, you figured out audio for how we're going to set it up for the week. Oh, is that what's in that tracking? Gotcha. So, hey, I know I'll be able to make the 24 hours because I'm pretty sure that Jaeger and I played 24 hours in Vegas. All right, we're going to try to make it with this. We're not going to try. We are going to succeed. Hang on, Richard. Hang on, Richard. All right, we'll have to do it this way. Hey, how do I do this? All right, I remind me of that comment when we're done, and I'll send you something after the fact. Oh shit, can you? Oh shit. Okay, all right, we're gonna have. Okay, we got. Thank you for saying that because now I need to know. Now I know that's not good. Dick move. Your voice, it's my surprise. All right, what do we got here? This has always been a fun hole. I'm going to cut the high T5 and just throw it out around it a little bit. Shit, then I can't tell everybody how big of idiots these people on my stream are. I got to stop saying shit like that and accidentally showing that on the messages. Crispy, how you doing, sir? Chris, we went through the A1's and C3's to start the stream tonight. So if there was something you were looking at there specifically, it'll be a good resource to look at later on. And then, like I said, Monday or Wednesday, one of the first things that we're going to do, and it's probably going to take a good amount of time, so we might focus the whole stream on it. But we're going to chart. I want to chart distances with all the clubs. High T, low T, medium T, on dead straight shots, right? We're not going to go through A1's and C3's because that's really going to be how you hit it. And that's not, theoretical is not going to help you out much. Oh, you as well, bro. See, I keep thinking, okay, Chris B. And then now I'm thinking, is that Carl? Carl? Yeah, are we seeing you guys in? Are we going to see you guys in Sussex? And if you guys didn't notice, in honor of the Sussex tournament and us having a tournament coming back, I'm sporting the Peggy Tour shirt. I believe this is a shirt from like 2016. If you look and if you guys reach out to them on Facebook, there's a new one that's out that they have that's got all the tournament Final Four finishers in them. That's a pretty cool shirt. And they're pretty goddamn good qualifier. Yeah, it might be 18. But I might have just been ahead of the curve, Richard. I know somebody that knows somebody that likes to steal some shit. So, okay, here's one of the changes that pisses me off. So we all know how rock. Okay, I went through this with Paul and a couple other guys in Vegas too, but there is 3 different type of rock surfaces now. You got the ones that are mislabeled on hidden where it gives you the weird lettering and stuff. And I believe like what Richard said, I think he's right on that. It's just a database error that the name on the database isn't corresponding to the right thing. Fine. But when you get those are fairway. You have path. Path is like the worst of all surfaces, right? It dumbs your distance down more than half. It dumbs down the surfaces more than half. And it comes off like shit from it. Then you have rock and you have cliff. And rock and cliff are fairway. But with that change since we had Daniel, I'll go through that 1 second. But since cliff and rock are now fairway, watch this. That's fairway. Cliff, look at my distance. Fairway distance. So you can put the shot up here. You can cut it. You get full spin. Look at all that spin. Crazy, right? So, okay. My theory with the pullbacks is this. Find a spot on your hand. Like my hand, I go, if you look here in between the pad of my hand, it lines up perfect. So if I put my hand on the top of the ball, that part of my hand, 1 rotation back gives me my full swing. So it's easy for me to repeat. When I come through, I'm hitting in the same spot because it's the thickest part of my hand too. The forward swing to me isn't nearly as important as the backswing. I'm going to be pretty close to that no matter what part of my hand I hit with. But yeah, for the most part, I'm hitting right into that same gap too. It was found. Oh, God. Sorry, Biddy. Oh. Why, thank you, sir. We're getting to it right now. We'll get some of these accepted. Biddy, I know my handicap is shit right now, but I didn't see you fucking with this game anywhere. Oh, wind in my face. All right, if that wind was blowing harder to the right, I would be hitting. But okay, so on this, I can bang a 5 wood into the top of this rock, and have it kick back left and get over the wall. The problem, the wind in my face is good to have. The problem is that that angle's probably not going to allow it to stay on the green. Well, I do know Scooter K. So instead, what I'm going to do here. So what I'll do here is I'm going to hit the 8.5. If you just go right into this rock wall, it kicks it over to the fairway. You get your shot for a birdie. I mean, for an eagle here. Not a great effort. Give me 1 second, guys. I just got a message. I need to tell my wife real quick. I'll be right back.
Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop, yeah. I'm so handsome. All in Carmine's with my Benzo, I'm so fancy. No romancing. Got my baby and she right, she make you vanish. No time to play, got book dates. Had a plan, only had to wait. Always knew I'd make a way. Send a bill, they send a pay. Keep it real, keep the record straight. Keep it real, no time to fake. All authentic in my own lane. I am me till I'm in the grave. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop. Ooh, never panic. Get a worry, send it up and then advantage. I can't stand it. Out of order way you move it, see you scrambling. On offense, no defense. Still strong, no weakness. Used to say I wouldn't beat this. Now they wish they could beat this. Tables set, now tables turn. God's plan, don't say a word. Know the price, cause I know my worth. My time, get what I deserve. Trendsetter, I got style for you. Ain't seen you at the top, it's been a while for you. Big you up and they look down on you. Take one loss, no one's around for you. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, I won't stop. I won't stop, no, 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 no. I won't stop, won't stop.
Come on, kick over. There we go. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Scooter K is a great guy, dude. All right, how are we going at this? I think we can just thumb bite the 6 with no T. I didn't get it right enough, though. I'm in trouble. Oh, he got lucky. Woo! I needed to get that out right a little bit more so that hit the fatter part of the green, but oh well, we're happy. Hi, Racing. How you doing, sir? I will say these last 3 holes on this course, in my opinion, are 3 of the worst holes ever. It's a great course other than that to me. The fact that we're playing bank shots on the last, you can play bank shots the last 3 holes, kind of disgusts me, to be honest with you. But I'm happy with the 27 there. But I mean, that's 27. What I mean, I had 2 hole outs. That was better, one better than par. So par was 26 there, I'd say. Well, happy days. Everybody's starting to get to play some tee again, it seems. Oh, I didn't accept his invite. All right, we're going to play boring ass Falcon Sands right now. I'm going to run through and accept some of these. The GPS would never find me. All right, so the key here is we got to hole out like once or twice. And now totally whiff the ball on one. That helps. Yeah, 77 is not a good one. I'll bring some shirts. I got good ones. I'll have some good ones. I just don't know how long my time frame for Sussex. If I'm getting there Friday, I might have to come Saturday. I'm not sure yet. We will see. Now I have a room from Thursday through Monday, but I don't know if I'm coming staying later. No, we hadn't put up a promo for who we were raising money for because we were waiting for permission to use the logos. So no, the February 20th is straight Meals on Wheels. And I'm still not getting approved for GPS. Let's see. Once GPS decides to allow me to accept the invite, I'll happily do that. Now it's going. There we go. I got it now, Richard. It's going. Maybe. Hey. I will say I'm looking forward. That's one of the things I'm looking forward to most with the new machines is a whole new app. Something that isn't ridiculous. And trust me, the app will be totally different. I have not gotten to see the new app yet, but it's something that I remember, guys. Save up some questions if you got anything specific for Adam Kramer's or Kevin Lindsay's. Outside is very well. They say new. All right, let's let this thing run. Ah. All right, we're getting through these slowly. All right, so this is drivable sometimes. This is one of those sometimes, I believe. I don't know if the 8.5 will work, but we're going to try. It didn't. All right, that's fine, though. The 9.5 would have been above that rock. It bounces up and it'll kick on the green. Georgia. That would be my guess. I don't know. I would guess that's what GA stands for. But I'm not a genius. Oh. Oh, look at Richard and his pretty graphics. I like that. So once again here, back it up in the box, get the windbreak, low T, release. Flip thumb it. Gives you every chance in the world to make that shot. All right, so we basically premise here, you want to get this as far past the tree line as possible so that you don't have to deal with the trees on the second shot. Now, I still have to cut it in a little bit, but not as much as I might have had to. It could be interesting. We'll see. You can try to get this on the green occasionally. It's not an easy shot. There's no real risk to it, but yeah, I'm getting Jason, buddy. How are you and your wifey doing? We miss you guys. No, Falcon's extremely boring course. I can't. I mean, I guess there's a lot of good shots on it. It just, I really think that every Golden Tee course ever made should be par of 28 under at bare minimum. It would help a lot with like handicap and things like that. It's hard to compare courses when some handicaps are so, when some course pars are so dramatically different than others. But Jordan never loses. I'm a Bulls fan. He never loses, Jordan. So you got a couple of theories here. You got this little island up at the top left. It works. Never really go there. You can go down the fairway and then have a cut shot in. But my play here is to just get it up with an A1. I don't care if I even end up in the sand, right? Because now I don't have to, I got a straight shot around the edge. We got a lot of options here, but this one's too easy to go around the outside. So I'll just baby a high five with a cut. I didn't want to, I mean, with the distance high, was probably going to be a little long no matter how I hit it. Rip. Ah. We'll see. We'll see. Anything can happen. All right, this is a bad look. I'm going to hit an A1. I'm not going to spinning it. I want to get it out here, and now I can go straight at it. If I hit a spinner, I had a chance of that hanging out too far left. But now I'm in actually a really good spot. No, man, I'm on hiatus of the booze for a while. Oh, I just played ours just now, though. All right, this is it, or it might be long, but... Oh! Yeah, I got to be on a hiatus from it. This weekend got me pretty good. How do you want to play this? Could I thumb this? Possibly. I don't really want to thumb the 10.5 because it's not going to bite very much. And if I backspin it, I'm going to have a way downhill putt. See, the problem when rollovers were a thing, you really had to think about this shot and how far down the hill I needed to get it in order to not have a chance of rolling this over. Now, since that was bad. I needed to hit a 3 there. But now, since there's a rollover, I'm not worried about it. Oh, it rolled over though. Huh. Okay. And then I went on my own thing. That's path. So this ball's going to come off like absolute shit. That sucks. I should have. Okay, so when you got it down 11, you don't see it very often. You should probably still see putt it. I will burn through some more of these now. We got a few left. Oh. Invites are coming in hard right now. We're coming hard and heavy. All right, let's play Jordan here. You mean 3 different videos, or what do you mean? What do you mean 3 parts? I saw somebody else post that, but why was it 3 parts? Did he stop? Yeah, I know. That was a down 11, though. And the reason I didn't think it would roll over is because it was a longer putt, so it should have stopped by then. We're just gonna keep let Jason do his thing. All right, let's make this. We're gonna thumb this with nothing. And I pushed it back left. Now my thumbs have gone wild. Richard, I'm assuming you know how we're getting past that, right? All right, we got a 5 win in our face. Go ball. All right. Well, okay. So hence not an ultimate psych. All right, we're gonna release this bad boy. Here we go. What's the over under on how long it will take him to go for the 24-hour stream after I do mine? So Jaeger showed us a shot on this that I thought was ridiculous. He never goes through the temple. He hits a 5-wood C2 from pretty much all boxes. It was kind of goofy. So if the pin's on the far right, I'm basically just babying that shot to hit the path. Oh. And I'm kind of the impression, too, that doing this is a better idea most of the time. There's no risk to it. It doesn't matter if you're in the fairway or not. And you get spin from here. I found is the more intoxicated I get, the harder that strip becomes to hit. To the new age. Yeah, and this course, surprisingly enough, is really actually pretty easy to navigate. There are some irritants on this course that fail me to no end. I hate, absolutely hate that you can play to this island. It makes 0 sense. And this should all be path, dude. It should all be path. No stone. These are the pretty basic. This so far has been pretty basic. I haven't gotten anything. Hi, Gravy. Give me a second. I need to get my stories. And yes, I've missed quite a bit this time because I have no hole outs. She is waiting for me across the bar. My seat's been taken by some sunglasses, asking about a scar. We'll get some over unders out there after this game. Oh, big shout out, dude! So I got to meet Jay Ware in person. God, he annoys the shit out of me, but in person he's awesome. Dude, playing with me and Jaeger, but won't gamble. Aces this to get to 3 better. Plays clean and misses a putt on 18 to shoot a 30 on the course. All right, what do we got? What do we got? I honestly, guys, and I'm going to tell you right now, Jay Ware is an absolute up and comer. I haven't seen thumbs like his coming out the gates in a long time. No, he didn't. Oh, he bounced over. Extremely accurate. Numbers wise, he's like same speeds as mine. I was impressed, I must say. Home tonight. I gotta make this hole more. I never make it for some reason. It's always because you can't use a T to get in the right line. All right, we're gonna bite the 6. He hit some shots during this round that I was like, no way, and nutted him. Yeah, this course is pretty simple though. As long as you just gotta position your tee shots right. All right, here's a little bit more of a challenge. This is one of the few looks that I'm not low tee thumbing it. When you low tee thumb anything above the 4-wood, you have a risk of hitting the top of the hill as you go by. And it's fine most of the time, but not optimal. because it can change that spin enough that it makes the shot not stay up. Pretty simple course. All right, what do we got next? We got some 2 days. Oh, we got a par 3 winner take all. These are getting a little boring because it's the same par 3 course. I don't know why they can't just give you a par 3 course so you rotate through all of them, you know? Like all par 3s. Here you go. Have fun with it. Like Hostess of the Pin. We're going to select my specific bag, my par 3 bag. The basic difference here, it's a par 3 course, right? I'm not as concerned as the high end as I am with the last ones, with the low end. So if you look at my par 3 bag, sand wedge, pitching wedge, and I go up pretty even through there. Now, it's really important to have that pitching wedge too, because for me in a par 3 course, aces are imperative, right? And I don't want to have to cut distance down on something when I could just thumb it straight. And then also knowing this setup too, that you have 17 on Greek, I believe it is, that the pitching wedge can come into play quite a bit. Ah. I didn't look at what the daily was today. Well done, John. Keep it up. All right, let's make this. Come on. All right. We're not trying to make this. We're putting it up there. Wow, I didn't think that was going to turn as much when it landed. All right, here we go. Hole out time. Perfect for the pitching wedge. One click over, low T. Looks like I needed 2 clicks, huh? Ooh, I'm a devil just a kick sound. I don't want to have to man up on the 5, so we're just going to back this up and flip the 4. Let's still. All right, so this is the only hole that could ever come into play that you might want higher than the 10.5 driver. Luckily it's not this one, but even so, the longest this will get is like 360, and at 360, that's still a high T 10.5. So I basically took out all my top tier. You still need to carry a driver at all times. So the 10.5 is my guy here. All right, we're going to let this run, but we're going to low T this and flip it. Tell you I'm sorry. How lucky you are. All right, no, this one I didn't need the pitching wedge. We're going to try to make it. If this releases off too hard, it has a chance of going in the water, but come on. Oh, crying out loud. I need a gator. Ooh, this one gets a little tricky. I'm going to cut the 6 and try to go over the edge of the tree. If I go inside too far, I'll hit something. It felt good. It felt very raw. Oh, whatever. You got to be scared on this hole sometimes. This looks long, but with the up 10, this should be right at the right distance. Or at least the right distance to go in and not roll over the back. This is a bailout. I wasn't trying to make that at all. I wasn't about to, because we know the 6 wood's a little shorter than what the distance it shows. So I didn't really want to risk that. How risky can I get here? Thumb release possibly with this 7. We'll try it. Didn't need the release. Shit. I don't think it's a winner take all game. I'm going to win this. I think you need an ace. I think I need an ace. That's too short. Praying to God. Here we go. Nah, I pushed it hard right. Shit. Shit. Balls, cock. Shit. All right, here it is. We're going to get the ace right now. That's tough. That was a tough one to ace. Okay, we're going to go with the low T release on this one, too, and see if we can get this thing to roll right in. Do you see how much? I don't know. I've said this quite a bit on the par 3s. Low T releases, especially with stouts, it gives you every chance to run the ball right at the hole. Now, as I said too, you can lose points a lot of the time, but I'm telling you right now, points are never what I'm going for. I'm going for hole outs. Points are secondary. If they come from it, great. But I mean, let's be honest. Points don't mean anything for most of the match play that you're playing in. Now, obviously, in prize play, it matters some, but yet still. And I bet we're having feeling like a little internet issues going on. All right, we're low T releasing this, and I'm going to flip it and see if we can get this thing up. Almost got that in. You can't ever be mad with. Well, it's supposed to be gigabit, so download of 1.2 and upload, it should hit about 100. And generally, I'm sitting at 8 to 9 down and 70 up about. But I will say things have not been consistently right here since the storm or just before it. And in fact, that right after the storm, I was one of the early people to get the internet back up. And right after that, when that came back up, crazy good. But even so, like Chad Fisher down the road uses the same company as me, and he's pulling like 400 up and a gigabit down. So I got a feeling I'm at the end of a trunk for these guys. No, it seems like it cleared itself up, Richard. You're good. Come on! All right, so this is a great hole to work on your C3's on. This one's kind of important to get it way out is the key. I don't know if this is getting up no matter how hard I hit this, but we're going to full see it. And I kind of mashed that a little too hard. So it only read 141. That wasn't getting up with that. Does it matter if I get it on the green? Really? Let's just be honest. It doesn't matter. Bound to be together. I didn't get that left. I need to push that a click left. and dance. I probably should. He actually has a good stream set up. Well, no, I really don't want to have. I would really like mine to just stay consistent. I'll give you 1 second. I'm gonna grab a drink. All right, we're right here. We're back. And also, guys, a wife's father had some heart surgery. He's doing great. I don't know if he's watching tonight, but Tom, if you are, you know we love you. Get better soon. Neil, if I'm there in time, I'll go. I'll do it. I don't know when I'm going up. If I'm going to make it up for that, but yeah, I should. I should get there in time. I was almost contemplating coming up Saturday morning, but I mean, I'm sure I'll be feeling perfect by then too. So I'll get up there. I have my room is from Thursday till Monday. I most likely won't stay on Sunday night, but we'll see. I really want to ease off the booze a bit. I mean, it's the first turn we've had in a while. I think I want to put up some numbers. And that one I won't feel bad not breaking the bank at the tournament because I've broken the bank at that guy's bar for many, many years in a row. So I wouldn't feel bad if I only spent $100 there or something. Wouldn't make me too upset. This hole still blows for me. I blow this hole all the time. On the look that we've got today, though, it's a straight line at the pin. Do I need one? No. What we'll talk. Oh, are you? I thought you were flying now. Yeah, I thought you said you were flying now. Oh my God! Look at how raw he is. I got them King Dick thumbs going right now. Pins tucked in the top middle. Oh, I'm not against all that. I just don't know how much boozing I'm going to do. Hey, I should have just played it to the bottom because it's going. Oh, no, it stopped. Nope, there it goes. Fucking stupid. Kick off. Nope, I got screwed. All right. Hole in one comes, hole in one goes. I hate this hole. I hate stupid shit. I'm almost about to never go up there again. Forevermore. Make the sweat drip out of every pore. piece of me and you no more. Coming from my eyes. All right, so we got a 10 cross. That felt good too. It looked and felt good. All right, pins in the back left. We kind of have to go here today. I can see through you. All right, going good. Going well. We're on a good spot here. Now, this is the awkward look for me. But when the wind's left to right like this, I'll just go here with this and fold this club. Because if I did that with any other club, the 6 doesn't turn a lot. So you can hit a C3 there and not have to worry about it snapping way too far back. Now, if I did that same shot with the 5 wood, that would have snapped right into the wall. Backspin, you ass. God! Lord heaven above. This is not a fun look. That's all I'm going for right there. Oh, well, that's more than what I was going for. Forgiveness. Ooh, making me cry. No stouts definitely would be tough here. This is a chance of going in, I think. Come on, wind. Keep turning it. Which hole, John? Let's see, did I take the lead or not yet? Let's look at the event. Oh yeah, we did. We got it pretty handily. There are about 60,000 shotties behind me, so that's good. Luna's done. Let's see what Fox will do. I already. Didn't you hear me come up? Sorry. Love you. All right, we got some castle here. So hopefully I get a good outwind on hole 1 so that I don't. But I'm going to stick with stouts. All right, we got an outwind. I should be able to get this out. Woo! Almost got it in. All right, so now I feel like I got the advantage. Drivable par 450. You can 15 the 9. I don't do it very often. It works sometimes, but I want to even still, no matter what I do, I still want to try to aim at the shot. And with the high tee 9 wood on that hole, you're really praying to the gods, the rock gods. And I don't like playing to the rock gods. Well, thank you, Mike. It really might not be as... With the shot meter nowadays, it's probably not as useful. But we saw some benefits of it for what we were doing tonight to start. This hole pisses me off. If they line this one up, this is an easy hole in 1. I think I hold out this hole more than any of them here. All right, good. I'm glad. Then we'll leave it that way. I think Richard said he's got a better camera mount for it. And we just put that, I mean, it's been up there for a while, but we used it for fun shit. All right, we got a chance here. Do I need an... This is close. I don't think I'm getting it there, but we're going to try to get it over the hump. No, it's not gonna. All right, so I got to make sure... We can't really see it, but if you hit the downslope, it like plugs the ball here. Fuck you, game. God damn it. Yeah, the scream cam, yell cam. All right, so I lost 2 there. I don't know if that was gettable for really many balls, but better than a par, I'll say that much. Wow, why did that bounce left? Does anybody understand that? It's a right 2 and the ball bounced to the left on the back. Yeah. Yeah, we certainly can. We'll put it this way, we can. It wasn't being used all the time for much of anything. You are, John. If she says you're not, she's wrong. All right, I'm not going to try this. It's not there. It might have been a C3, but chances of me getting to the at least the middle tier were slim to none. And if I got only to the bottom tier, I might be 3-putting. That hole 6 is going to eat me up. That pisses me off. Bad shot. I've played this course pretty bad for a long time now. It's not... I'm not a big fan of the course either. It's a good course, but it just doesn't... Stylistically, it doesn't match up to me. That doesn't make sense either. Ocean eye. Ouch. God, I hate this whole tooth. I mean, what the hell are you supposed to do typically on this? That was a bailout. I bailed out. Got my birdie, though. That's all that matters, right? Oh, cool. Chad, I'll get to that now, sir. I see it. It just showed up. Friend. Accepted. Gotcha. Yeah, send away. If there's something, especially a course you want to see specifically, please go ahead. All right. Anytime you don't 180 a putt, and when I say 180, have a straight line straight forward, it slows it down. It's hard to judge because it's not noticeable a lot of the time when it happens. But the bigger thing that slows putts down is the distance you are away. And if you watch, you'll see, depending on how far away I am from the hole, determines the max speed that the ball will go. To me, it's a bit counterintuitive, and it's also why you cannot... There are some putts that you physically cannot get into the hole. I mean, to me, a fix for putting in general would to be have all the putts be the same, like have it adjust by distance and then also by slope. because it needs to not have a dumbed down factor. If I have a 75-foot up 10 putt, it needs to give me more club to get there. And a 75-foot up 10 putt, you cannot get into the hole with most balls. And in fact, I'd say all balls now, except for Vanguards. Vanguard, based off of testing that we did, all balls go almost identical speed now on putting. Go identical distance. Except Vanguards went like on a 150-foot putt, it went like 4 yards or 4 feet more. So is that all backswing on putt? It should be the same, yeah. I'm saying that you need to have it be dramatically offline for it to even be noticeable. And hopefully that makes sense. But putting is one of those things that's kind of all feel to me. I don't think I even look at the shot meter at all when I'm like making a putt. I did that. That was me. I laid off of that for some reason. I don't know why. Terrible shot. All right, are they going to let me make this? There's 2 of them. It's not a dumb question. I think, Robert, I think he's pulling that directly from IT's site. It's a little different since I don't play commercial much anymore. It's basically taking your best score on all of this year's courses and then putting it, and then like they take the top average between the score on this year. It doesn't. Okay, so cutting the putt will slow it down no matter what you do. Is it noticeable all of the time? No. But on some putts, like that's how we stop putts from rolling over as well. Which tells me that it noticeably slows it down. I mean, we've been trying to come up with a good way to test that, to come up with some proof to that putting. The fact of the matter is, testing putts with different balls and clubs is nearly impossible. Because we don't have a way to get the ball in the exact same spot over and over again. Yeah, and the world ranking thing, it's not a really fair description. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could pull back to C or A every time and be very consistent on your putt. Unless I pull back to C and I have to hit it way left. Then it does change the putt. Pulling back off center does change the putt. How much? I doubt it's very much at all, to be honest with you. Just like C putting would slow it down somewhat enough to stop it from rolling over, but it still could roll over. No, it's not the same. Okay, that I'll guarantee. Pulling back straight, and a straight line. So just like on your tee shots, the longest straight shot you'll hit is when it makes a perfect line between your forward and your backswing point. The same thing applies on putting. It's not nearly as much of a difference as when you're hitting a tee shot, but it still exists. It still does change the speed that it comes off the club with. So, is there a formula to it? No, it just slows it down. I wouldn't be able to give you any exacts on that. I don't think really anybody could, to be honest with you. Yeah, he's absolutely right. That's before they slowed the putting down to the way it is now. You kind of had to do that on anything down 6 or more, or else the ball would be coming off too hot and roll over. Richard, the test that we did, you weren't here, but we did Pembroke Hole 1, right? And what we did was I put all the balls, and I had them all the same exact feet away on a flat green. Some of them were maybe a foot off to the side of each other. And we got it to where the hole was past the distance the putter could go, so we could kind of see. But as we all know, the distance away from the hole will definitely change how the putter reacts. So it's really hard to judge. It's going to be really hard to figure out exactly what a ball does in each situation when it comes to putting. And to me, putting might be putting stroke. I mean, the whole swing mechanic in my mind really needs to be redone. Putting mechanics need to be redone too. There should never be a time in my life that I'm 50 feet away from a hole on a green and I cannot make a putt to the hole. Whether it's a tiered green or not. Um, Honestly, I don't know how you would change the putting. I would almost be more fine in saying the way that Tiger Woods used to do it, how you got to choose your putter based on the distance that you are away. So let's say you have a 10 foot, a 20 foot, a 50 foot, a 100 foot, a 150 foot putter. You could use any one at any time. Or something along those lines. Because right now, as much as we can tell which putter it's giving us, we still don't have the control over it though. And if they give us the one that isn't right, then you're screwed. You're out of luck anyway. Which is why that 70 to 80 foot range was always such a problem. Because it's giving you a 75 foot putter in that range, but you can't get it to the hole in a lot of scenarios if it's an up 10. Shine on my Sunday bed. But yeah, I just I want to have the choice to be. I want to be able to make every putt, and there are just too many putts that we can't make. But if I think about it though, the amount of times that it goes wrong for you, is it worth me having to deal with that extra putter? I don't know. Probably not. Gravity. Wow, that wind. Oh, I thought I just gave Kevin this game. He's probably got me anyway. Gravity. Let's go for the ace. What the hell? Nope. I fluffer nutted it off to the right. Probably the smart thing to do on that. If you fluffer nut that left at all, you're in trouble. I'm okay. I'm not. Hey, I will say this to everybody on the plane getting off of air. I wore shorts and flip flops and a t shirt. And everybody at the airport when I landed here were freaking out. I'll say that much. So you should, Robert, if you're in Davenport, look up a place called Gunchies, right? Uh, the owner's a big Golden Teeth player. He'll be in Sussex next week or 2 week or whatever it is, a couple weeks. But he actually was on the flight next to me on going to and from Vegas. Oh, come on. Don't be such a pussy. Cut it. I've got firm questioning if Kevin O'Connor's making me play his kid, because he seems like his kid might be better than him now. Surprisingly, I'm not fucking up very much tonight, which is good. Stay away from me. Gravity. Yeah, we got another Monty here. I hate this hole because I'm always in the exact same spot, no matter where the tee is. I'm trying to put it somewhere different, see if it gives me a better run in, and this actually isn't better at all. Well, that actually works out pretty good. I don't know how they didn't go in, but I don't think this is on. I'd probably just lay out. So on this one, I'm going to undercut the C a little bit. I don't want it to snap fully back. But that's going to go wet now because I did that. Oh, thank you, Bush. You just didn't know if it was going to come out clean or not. Do your best, but you don't succeed. Get what you want, but not what you need. You're so tired, you can't sleep. In river. Down your face. All right, here's the hole out. This is where we're going to start. We're going to get the start. We're going to start the hole out train. Nope, didn't get it left enough. God, sometimes it's so hard to play the stouts out as far as you know you need to. Lights will guide you home and ignite your bones. I will try. I wish this hole came up drivable more often than not. Come on. Then down below. Your world. Well, goddamn. Fuck, the first one I thumbed out was perfect, and the second one I didn't get it out enough. Gotcha. Plus, the food there is fantastic. All right, so. God, I hate this look. All right, we're going to just go here, cut the 10.5 high with backspin. I'm okay with that. That's all I wanted. I'm not here to fuck around with hitting the wall. See it scream. This has got a hole out opportunity. You'll see it stream down on your face. If I miss the island this time, it will be the last time I go there. Thank you. Go in. Go in. One time. Mm-hmm. The fuck is that? Oh, I thought I cut that a lot more than that. Oh well. Gave me a putt still. I can't be. I missed that putt. I don't know how that went in. Rip. Hillbilly. And ignite your bone. All right, pins on the bottom. We're gonna go here. Just put it right up in the fairway. We didn't really get much gambling, but really the only games Luna and I played where we just played the events quite a bit, and he was killing it. Like I said, I didn't finish many games. Otherwise, it was really just me playing Jaeger, and I kind of beat up on him a bit. When I got there, I was hammered getting off the plane. I played really bad. Then I played okay, and then played really bad again. Yeah, Luna did not. It pretty much is. For me, I like going way down the fairway to the bottom left, Robert. See, I have a theory on this course too, and it's a theory in general with Golden Tee. All right, we have everything tells us everything about every shot: surface, wind, break. Nothing tells us the height, so you're always estimating that. So if I can try to put my shots in places where I don't have to worry about the height difference or that it's very nominal, well, then it's the same as I'm used to from all time. So if you can play a ball and have just as easy of a shot coming in that it is less height, well, then I like to do that. Forget tonight. Okay, this should be fun. Right now, Luna's number one, in my opinion. But when it comes to any, I mean, like, I think I killed him on. I think I've won our last 4 invites against each other. So it all depends, man. In my mind, I mean, you can't put me in the mix, but in my mind, if we were playing commercial, I'd be right there too. Hey, guys, it's gonna matter who's hot nowadays. That's really it. Part of the reason I don't want to completely booze, because what I'm finding is me on no sleep, I'm not competitive anymore. It's really bad at how bad it can be. All right, we're gonna take down that 25. Southern's a great course. All right, we got rain early. This might hurt. Hole 2 in the rain could be a challenge to get there. This course I don't want to see in the rain early. I don't mind later on. It helps you out later on. Early, it makes it tough. Because see, now, look at, I can't get this far enough up to have any real play on my second shot. especially when you roll through the fairway because of it. That's raw, baby. Want to make you mine. Does it? I don't know, Mike. I don't think it does because technically it's not really there. And I'll show you why, right? There's spin. You can't judge on the tee. Okay, here, watch this, right? Okay, I'm on the putter now, right? I've got no spin on, right? All right, I'll tab it twice for a roll. Nothing. It doesn't do anything, Mike. It's just a myth. It doesn't even go on. That's the point. So when the putter's on, the spin doesn't change at all. I used to think for sure that it did, and I've changed my opinion. Just something right to. That's the best theory I can say about it is that it doesn't. It doesn't. Go, I'll go. That was exactly what I didn't want to do. Oh, I got lucky. I did not want to push it that far left and backspin it, and I did exactly what I didn't want to, and I got rewarded for bad. Sure to be happier. All right, so this course is a lot about ball positioning, dude. And that's beautiful. Now I can hit a 3-wood in. I don't know. I wonder if Richard was playing with something. Did the camera power off, Richard? Oh, you know what? I bet it did. I bet the power cord's not attached. No, it's on. Huh. Okay, the power isn't coming on to it for some reason. I'm a little confused myself. No, power's there. Yeah, but it's got a power supply on it. It just wasn't plugged in tight. Let's see now. Well, no, it won't power on at all. Oh, wait, did I just shut off the power to it? Hang on. All right. Yeah, I'll have to fuck with it later, guys. It did die, but let's see if it'll come back up. Yeah, I'll have to fuck with the power on it. Wait. How much do you generally decrease your? I don't decrease it at all. I just know what my distances are with it. That's all. So I can't. That's a tough one to tell. All right, I'll have to fuck with that. It died, but it shouldn't die because it's on a power source. But it might be plugged in. It might be plugged into something funny. It might be plugged into something. Well, Richard, it won't power on at all anymore. I'll figure it out. It never done that before, though. Oh, you know what? Oh, no shit. That's why. Hang on a second, guys. Now it'll come on. There we go. Ah, there we go. Yeah, that's what, and you were also talking about the camera, the light behind me, and that light's on now too. Yeah, I thought it was on. That other light is bad though for it, isn't it? Where the fuck is that light coming from? All right, we'll have to do some playing on some lights. Big my heart hurts the light. But that's not the light that's getting the. It's not that light. What light is hitting that? What light am I getting a reflection from? Weird. I have no idea. It's this one? Yeah, it is, isn't it? But that thing should be pointed backwards though. No matter where I turn it, Richard, it's not. It's showing up on there. Yeah, it's got to be above me. Where's it? This? No. All right, we'll come up with a better way to do it. All right, we're not playing this one aggressive. We're just gonna plop this in the middle. Everything. All right, we gotta just nut this up. We want to get it past that bunker. All right, so now we got the last couple challenging ones here. This is actually not terrible. Very safe, very smooth. Here we go. This is where the course gets a little challenging. And then you watch it burn. Goddamn. All right. I don't want to play a gangster ass shot here. I want to skip the 8.5 off this hill and stick it. I really do. It's not a good play though. I got to see that again. I got a little lucky, but I also hit it right down. Wow, that's pretty lucky. That's good. I like it. I like it. All right, so Eagle 18, 27. That's pretty solid for Southern. It's a tough angle today, I'll say that much. I don't know if I'll get it to cut enough from this line. I'd like to play it from here. We'll see a little right at 2, but I don't think it's going to turn enough. This is an ugly look. I'll take it. I got a chip for Eagle. All right, we still got course record. Woo woo! Course record. Woo woo! Louder. Louder. All right, playing well. Still doing decent. We're putting up some numbers. Ooh, coconut, fun one. This is a fun ass course. It's hard, Robert, but I played it safe though. It was super safe. Normally, I would have gone at that with some kind of spin on it. All right, we're gonna knock this way up and try to chush it in on the second one. And if I hit a C3 at 158, I definitely get a chance. I wanted to get to the rough, but I didn't. So I don't think I can chush this. This is going to miss by a little bit if I chush it. Oh well, tried to make it. Loud and loud. But see, like this course now, I've already lost the want to play this course because that hole wasn't drivable. I nutted this with arrows a couple times during that hole 2 event. That's no good. That's really bad. I'm in trouble. Well, if it gets up, it gets up. Most everything's going to be virtual guests. But there will be guests. Actually, there might be 1 or 2 people live with me. But mostly a bunch of virtual guests. My God. Miss every green. See, and part of the problem with playing just a G wedge. What the fuck was that? Wow, 2 pars. My bad. This is terrible. All right, that's okay. We got hole outs to make. I don't think I've been even through 5, one off through 1 under through 4 on this course before, though. It's not that hard to start. It's probably a pretty fair bet. I could get there, though. We could get there, K9. We might get there. It all depends on how bad I F this shot up. Oh, then I can't be saved. Try to swim again. Fucking. Roll off my head. Can't be named a tiger trying to be tamed. All right, we're gonna make a comeback here. We're gonna get close to that 23 number, if not past it. My God, they're not doing me any favors though. This is not a good look. Never stops. Walls and ticking clocks. A part of the cure. Am I part of the disease singing? Mm. Oh. All right, 10 through 10. Here we go. We're going to get that number now. Oh, we got an extra one. The slower speed will make it curve more. That would fuck. Look at this. This is perfect, and I hit it a little soft. Look at it. Hit the hill up here next to it. Otherwise, that's money. Like, that's got a chance of going in money. Nothing else compared. That's too bad. I had a good chance on that. That would have been a nice one to add into. If you hit the same curve at max and soft, yeah, well, so the arcs will be similar, but one will go wider and have a deeper curve to it. Now I'm trying to remember what. So stupid. Oh yeah, this game isn't going very well. Wow, so good that he didn't make a bet after the fact. Well done, K9. Super proud of that one. Because you were not confident until that last hole is the key. Well, at least you're honest. You should be pretty confident now, though, because I mean, to get, I mean, it's actually, I don't think impossible. I don't think it's possible to even get to the number now. Oh, Robert, I don't care. Mistakes are mistakes. I mean, I make a mistake every day. Oh, I love the course. Oh, we'll watch that one again. That's fun. God, I thought this was going to be better than that. I thought this had a chance. The man would sing. All right, if I ace this and ace the next one. Oh no, I gotta do this ace. No, this is 18. Whoop. Well, let's see if we can stay. 18's 18's pretty much shit. That's the other thing too. Since they've changed the surfaces, right? This was rough before, not heavy rough. So I had a shot where I could hit that same shot that I did with the driver into the hill, and since it was rough, it would bounce up. The heavy rough kills it now. So on a lot of old courses, the changes they've made on the new ones, it attaches to the database like they've attached a different surface to the same line in the database. So these old courses' surfaces updated as well, and it absolutely changed how the old courses play. It kind of drives me a bit crazy because they don't. I don't think it was intended, and really rough looks worse than heavy rough now too. If you guys haven't noticed that. All right, so Gator Chop, you're going down on this. You got the record. We're gonna make you feel bad about yourself. We're going 28 or higher on this. We're going for it. We're going 28 or better. Now we lost one there. One wasn't drivable. Maybe two will be. Hopefully, two is not drivable. We're gonna play for the hole out. And the man would bring us to sleep, but now it's stressed out. Oh, I overcooked it. God damn it. Oh. Ah. All right, par three hole out. Par three. Ah, God damn it. In between spots for me. And my push shot right now has been a little off. My thumbs have been pretty goddamn good since I've been back. But Kyle, that's tough, man. That's a tough bet. I would like to take it though. So if I shoot 27, I win. You're giving it's 26 and a half. That's what it is. I win at 27. You win at 26. Man, everybody wait for time. All right, good, done. And it is booked. It has been decided. Thank you for saying. What the fuck is? Where's the left one? That's horseshit. Well, that's going to cost you. This is going to be hard to get that number now. That's bullshit. My first loss in a match to Marc Stenmark happened on this course. Whatever it takes. Bang. It was bad too, because I think I was down by 3 going into 18. And I double eagle 18. And he fucks it up and then had to make a chip to save par to go to sudden death. And then he aced hole 6 in sudden death on me. And I just still sitting there remembering me, Kinsler, Haas, Eversol, like looking over, and there was a bunch of noobs playing in the final 4, and we're like, well, I guess it's time for us to drink. I gotta hope that something's drivable on the back now. All right, now we didn't have tees for this, so I don't know if this is gonna work. Apparently it did. Okay, I'm not 7 through 7 though, dude. Are you? Whoopsie! Now I might be fucked. Stay invisible. What the fuck was that? Wow! Thank God the 9 would. Yeah, I mean, I'll take that one, Neil. That's a free 10. I appreciate it. God damn it. Look how bad this... Kyle, you're getting lucky, man. This is as bad as this look could be. Woo! Wow, how did that fucking die? Come on. Oh, shit. Ah! Well, we're right on it. This better be drivable is all I can hope for. I didn't want to fly it. I had to hit it soft. I don't think I'm winning this. Eagle, birdie, eagle. Actually, I'm right there, aren't I? Oh, I need a hole out. Shit. There's no way I'm making this. Come on! Oh, that was goddamn close. All right, double eagle here for the win. That's all we got to do is make this for the win. Yeah, easy. Easy peasy, right? This is gimme, right? Oh, Kyle, you got me. God damn it! Well, one stupid fucking shot at the beginning. All right, Kyle, you're up 50. All right. Oh, we got Mike, Mr. Kaufman, back to back. Here we go. Yeah, the one from the sand I don't miss. The other one I'll miss a bit. You picking a number to run it back again here? Fuck you. Well, 1 and 2 not being there, par's 26 on this now. Okay, par's 27. Well, par's 27, I guess. Yeah, it's par's 27 on this now that I got to. There's another par 5 that can be shut down almost completely. But for the most part, it never really is. I mean, this setup's pretty brutal. We have an invite, Brian? Yeah, I guess I'll take the 26. All right, so 25 and a half is the number. I'll take it. Hang on, Brian. I didn't even see we had an invite. I thought I went through and accepted everything. I don't have one with you, Brian. If I do, then I've accepted it already. Oh, I got you. I thought that would, I'll give it a second. Yeah, see, here's the problem. This is going to line up that I'm going to get rain on the back 9 in the spots when I can't afford the rain. Brian, just waiting for GPS to read. So, Brian, I did come up with an idea. When you do have to come here, the night that we'll stream, what we'll do is I will play, you'll stream with Stouts, and I will stream with Titans. And we'll see who gets affected more by it. All right, we should be accepted now. All right, we got a good look here at least. Don't have to screw around much. Is that going to be boring? I don't think that's boring, Brian. I mean, you should have such a distinct advantage with how much easier the game is with stouts. You should have no problem with that. Yep. No way. Come on. Royal. All right, we got another hidden coming here, too. I got you, Chad. This one we gave 25.5. I've already pretty much, I think I've already pretty much lost this one, though. All right, sounds good. $. Oh, I got a little lucky here. This was the hole. If it came up with rain, I'd have a real hard time getting there in 2. Holy shit. Oh, God, that other 9 wood is so much nicer for that shot. Yay! What the fuck kind of terrible shot was that? Woo! All right, tester holes. Here we go. Oh, not this one. Ain't caught up in your love affair. In what setting? It all depends. I mean, if I'm looking at a handicap match, depends on if it all depends. And who I'm playing. I mean, that's a really tough one. I've yet to lose a handicap match on Monte though. I obviously in not invites. I'm saying in a live play setting. That is. This sucks. I'd probably go something like a Lake Powell or something like that, but that's still there's no guarantees. Shit. Yeah, don't put in the water like an asshole. There we go. All right, we're back to square, Kyle. Put you back on solid ground again. Oh, let's beat up Bernhardt real quick. Here we go. This was probably my best year of Golden Tee. I would like to say my game was in a very dominant place at this time. Good night. Yeah, would you still call me Superman? Ooh, that's a little bit off. Take the eagle and run. I go crazy, and will you still call me Superman? Yeah. I wish I didn't have stouts on that shot. Playing a 2-wind is harder than playing a 4 in my mind. Boring. Oh, I'm smoking you on points probably, Brian. Oh, I'm killing you. Got like 7,000. Oh, 10,000. You're done. You're done, sir. Ugh. I hate this look. I hate when this is my least favorite. Fine with that all day long. Shit. Nice. I love the random tidbits that you guys provide every now and then. I got greedy here. Woo! All right, this is probably a deciding factor hole. Are you fucking kidding me? It hit the goddamn crack there and went back. No, come on. So stupid. That's bullshit. That ball should not have bounced backwards. But if you hit the edge, there's like 2 different slopes in there, and it caught the edge of one of them and shot me backward. I shouldn't have been doing that. I should have just played it up over the top, but I think Bernhardt's got me now. I think he's going to shoot a clean game here. Yeah. I still have dreams that my all my baseball cards and all my old cards are going to get me are going to be my retirement fund. Really putting myself out there on that one. I got it's my big investment strategy. I have a few. Yeah, yeah, I am definitely a Bulls kid. Yes, I grew up a Bulls kid. Wow, even with stouts, that wind played strong. I'd have to go back and look to see if I have any rookies, though. Probably no rookies. I mean, that's a little bit before my basketball card days. I mean, I'm 78. I was born in 78, so you're looking at a 4. I mean, I'd be 4 when I was collecting those. Oh. Do to me. All right, we got to ace this. It's a boring setup. Ooh, actually, 18 is not a boring setup. I just hate going this way, so I'm going to go this way. I'll take that. That's a good shot for 18. Mike, so did I win, you're saying? Oh, I got his ass! Yeah! That's right. All right, we got what do we got? We got 2 more left. We'll take out Kaufman. We'll play hidden. We'll play hidden. And stay away from me. Yeah, Brian, just let me know. Let me know what the wife says. My wife won't say anything. She'll love to have you. Ah, 80. Oh, you're right. 80. I said 82. I do have some really cool. Is that bad luck or what? I've never had that happen. No, I was saying if it was if I hadn't won, like if it was going to be a push or close, then I would say I'd just go ahead and DNF one back to you. But if you're telling me I already won, I'd won already, then there's no sense in doing all that. How do I manage to hit that tree right on that one, even though it's easy look? All right, this should be a whole lot. If I wasn't such a bitch. Fuck. My pillow. I don't have a my pillow, sir. What the fuck? That's a no. That's a high T. That shouldn't be short. Oh, we got games coming. We got games coming hard. We killed it with kisses. Every bubble she's like with a dream. That dude is a fucking kook anywhere. Better run. Okay, this isn't a good spot to be, I don't think. Gotcha. Well, you should be good at Watch Dogs for a while. Oh, don't worry. We'll be sure to ask Adam Kramer about the Watch Dogs when he's on the stream on the 20th to see where we're at. Although it sounds what Andy Hansen made it sound pretty promising with what they have coming up. That they think they got something a little bit more promising this time. And I do bet that we will see a response from them once it's fixed that they will throw out. I mean, obviously, they can't go through and find all invites and refund them. That's impossible. But I have a feeling that we'll see something like everybody gets a big block of teas or something like that. Give all your love and your love. How the fuck? Come on! That's bullshit. That chip should not have bounced right or left 10 feet. Thank God. I thought I was missing that. Woo. Ugh. Okay, happy with that. I've been trying to do it right. So show me family. Well, that's kind of funny. All right, we got one more game left in me tonight, and we'll be calling it an evening. I want to go hang out with the wife for a minute. See if I can talk her into playing some Borderlands together. Yeah, Mike, you should be able to get that one. I caught 2 really shit bounces that game. I'll be standing on Canal and Valerie. Oh. Get down. You belong with me in my sweet. Don't appear again. Don't appear again. Fuck you. You appeared again. That hurts. This is gonna be hard. All right, got it. Woo. What about, does the platform have anything good about it, Richard? Meantime, I'm just dreaming of tearing you apart. Tales of the be on my. Oh God, I'm hitting the wall, guys. All right, I'm gonna do this again because I don't want to fuck it up. I mean, I don't know if there's a reason to ever go to the strip, to be honest with you, now that I'm playing this way. And I wish you could see that you're the antidote for anything inside of me. Everything in love that turned to. See my hungs on what you did in the dark. If we lined it up well. Oh, 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 oh. Oh, did I? Oh, prime real estate. Too much thumbs. Up, light 'em up, light 'em up, I'm on fire. Oh, I overcut that. Jesus, bad cut. Only needed a little bit, or throw it way out. All right, what do we got here? What do we got? What do you got? Shit, this could just be a straight smack. Good look today. I don't know why, but I find myself going to the left much easier than going to the right. All right, we got the. That's classic. In your head, in your head. All right, make this one for once, Mark. You don't make this shot enough. No low T. I can't get that one figured out. I don't know why. It's such an easy hole. In your head. And how did you do that? You can't brag. It's the other one. It's not the cranberries, John. It's the other one. You're right. The bad wolves. I want to hit something fun here, and I don't know what to hit. I mean, really, this is the only option. But nice to see you, John. Was it my music singing that came back that got you in? It had to be my singing. That's really, from what I understand, it has nothing to do with the golf. It's all about my songbird-esque voice. That's what I hear, at least. I don't know. Is that all you're worried about? Is a romper? It's really got to jump out at me for me to get it. Yeah, I'll play you one time, Puffy. If you're sticking out, if you're here, if you guys are joining in, I'll get you. All right, this is it. This is the last one I'm playing. I'm going to accept puffs, and we'll call it a night after that. No, that was right at the beginning. Well, we'd accept it if we could get this goddamn GPS. Oh, there it goes. There we go. Thank you for the room, too, Puff. I appreciate it. All right, so my bracket this weekend dropped to silver for the first time I've ever seen, right? And it hasn't gone up since we've been playing right now. And I personally don't understand these brackets, to be honest with you. I've never understood it. Oh. What the fuck? Why are there explosions on my screen, Richard? What the hell? Something's wrong. There's explosions everywhere. My ball's getting this weird, that little weird click in it right now. Ah, I got you, Gator. What the hell is this crap, Richard? Nice. Well done, Corey. I like it. So much to do. The time. Are you sure I'm right? No, no, that's not a fun one, Richard. That's not good. All right, I'm not holding shit out anymore. With love. Wow, that's that easy, huh? Ah, moment. Drunk and broke. We still got love to give. Oh, hitting the wall, getting tired. Yay! Finally didn't fuck this up. Can't hit a good approach, but. I wish you'd get the real time rivals box on this sometime. It makes this whole lot of fun. Not a good effort. When she just a girl. Away from a beach. Sweet paradise. God damn, drop. One sure felt like it should have bounced right when it landed. What? Breaks the butterfly. Fly. Ooh, I missed that. Got a little lucky there, Puffy. Okay, you got a little lucky there. There's nothing that says that ball didn't go in. Okay. Wow. Oh, that's horrendous. Oh, great drop, too. Instead of the one up top. All right. Word about. That'll be it for the evening. we'll see you guys again on Monday for sure. And I think Monday I'm going to start going through, and we're gonna start the night off with it might be an hour or two of going through each club and coming up with your straight line distances for low, high, and medium tees. So we'll chart it off and then have it out there for everybody to look at. So we will see you guys then. Brian, I'll look forward to hearing from you this week. Everybody else, love you, missed you, glad to be back, and we'll see you guys Monday.